Alright, bro. Let's get started, man. What are you getting done today?
No lie. Anything you want to do?
You usually get waves, right? You keep your waves.
I'm not even a waver.
You're not a waver?
I'm not a waver.
Let's keep the waves. Let's keep the waves. Let's do like a high taper or something. And then what about your face? How you usually do your face?
I just trim it all down with like the skeleton. That's it. And I just leave this natural. I ain't got really nothing to work with.
But do you shave it off or?
No, just with the skeleton. It gets down pretty close on my skin.
That's what I'm saying. So, but you take it all off, and then what about your mustache? You line it up. You shave it off, and then you just keep what's on your chin? Yep. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. I combed through his hair just to lift it off the scalp. Learned that from my boy Get Beamed. And now we're gonna run this 1.5 guard to go ahead and start going with the grain and lowering his waves. Now I'm closed on the top, and what I noticed is that on the sides the density is a little bit different. So I actually opened it up a bit when I got over to the sides, especially around the hairline, especially around his corners. We opened up the 1.5 just a little bit, but the rest of the waves we did a 1.5 guard closed, and just made sure we went with the grain and got the waves to pop a little bit. Now remember, he doesn't brush, he doesn't wear do-rags, nothing like that. He's just gifted with waves. Alright, and so if you notice in the corners, I'm lowering it down with scissors. I didn't really lower it down with the clippers, but then around the hairline, like in the middle where it's fuller, I did a 1 guard with the grain. And now we're gonna go ahead and line it up, because he was very the way he was discussing it, I didn't get to catch it in the consultation, but he was very specific that he doesn't like his corners pushed back. You know, they're lighter, and a lot of barbers tend to kind of round and kind of hook up his corners. He doesn't want to do that, so I respect it. So I wanted to make sure that I made sure that the corners weren't pushed up, that they kind of not that they slanted downward, but they just went straight down to his natural hairline. And so that's why I wanted to focus on this cut before we started to do the taper. Okay. And like around the corners, you see I'm freehanding as opposed to just knocking it down with the 1.5 guard. Because most of the people that you see me cut in these videos, it's the first time I cut them, and I need to be careful. I need to be extra sure, because I don't know the characteristics of his hair. All right, so we did our blade open. We went ahead and blended that out by closing the clipper and opening the lever little by little until this section is blended. And on this side, I'm being so much more careful than the other side, because again, I've never cut his hair before. So now we're doing a 1 guard open. This is our next section, and we're gonna go ahead and start to blend this section out with the 1/2 guard almost all the way closed, and then open it little by little until this area is also blended. All right, you see I dropped down to that blade open just to clean it up a bit. And now we're gonna go ahead and do a 2 guard all the way open just to test the waters. It's not really taking much off, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Then we're gonna go ahead and do a number 2 close, and then this area we're gonna go ahead and blend out with the 1.5 guard slightly close, almost all the way closed, and then opening it little by little until this area is blended. Now once we've gone through all these steps, we're going to drop back to that 1 guard and go ahead and spread that blend out just a little bit, just to get it to really have a gradient look. And here's where I drop down to that 1 guard, and you can open it, close it. If you got to drop down to that 1/2 guard, you can as well. But the whole idea here is to spread the blend just a little bit and look for dark areas that we can clean up and make sure that this is a balanced gradient taper. Tito setting the mood with this beat. Shout out to my cousin Tito for the beat. Link in the description if you want some beats from Tito. Now you can see right behind the ear, it's dark, especially on this side. and it could be his curl pattern, hair growth pattern. So I really wanted to focus right here above the ear and just make sure that I clean it up and I make sure that it blends nicely, doesn't have a dark spot behind the ear. That's a common thing with a lot of customers, a lot of clients, and so paying attention to that type of detail will help set you apart from everybody else, I feel. Yo, but my guy here, me and him, we had a good conversation. He's actually a professional licensed barber in New Jersey, and he's thinking about moving out to Tampa. He came out with the family to check out the city, and it was just dope conversations, you know. And just want to take a little bit of time to wish him the best of luck on his journey. And if he ever decides to come to Tampa, make sure you holler at Loco. Maybe we'll get you a spot at Headlines. All right, so we're going with blade all the way open again, and we closed our clipper and we're opening it little by little by pushing that lever down until it's blended. Now, if you notice on this side, that bottom line didn't come out. I had to drop back to that trimmer and to take that line out, which is okay. You know, not every side of the same person is gonna blend exactly the same. That's totally normal. So now we did the section with the 1 guard open, and now we're gonna blend it out with that 1/2 guard. Starting off close, opening it little by little until you've blended this section. All right, and just like the other side, we'll go ahead and take this number 2 open just to be safe. We're behind the ear with it. Then we closed it, and now we're gonna finish up this blend with that 1.5 guard. Going slightly closed and then opening it little by little as needed until it's blended. If you can't get that line blended out completely, that's fine. Just like the other side, we drop down to that 1 guard and then close it little by little until it's blended, until it's gradient. And if you got to spread it out some more, you could even drop down to that 1/2 guard, like I said before, as you can see here, and spread it out even more. And look for dark spots to touch up, to clean up. But I wouldn't spend too much time, because the best time to detail is after you completely line them up, and then you can really see the picture in the frame, and you could take more time to detail. So I went ahead, even though it wasn't exactly how I wanted it on the sides, I went ahead and started blending out the back using the same ideas, the same techniques. I'll let you guys follow along for a second. You can follow along with the color guide on the bottom left corner, and then we'll line them up, we'll start to detail, and I'll come back. Yeah, that's coming out blurry. All right, so let's go ahead and start to line them up. We're gonna clean up the neck area. I'm not gonna go up too high around or above the ear. Go ahead and do this side. You know, this is like my favorite part of the cut. Somebody asked me the last tutorial I did, how come I'm not using my latest custom skeletons? And the reason why, man, is because my rose gold FXs, man, they have been hitting so hard that, like, you know how it is when you got a trimmer hitting hard, you not gonna replace them or you're not gonna put those down until they not hitting like that no more. And the reason why is because sometimes it's so hard to get a trimmer to hit the way you want them to. When you have them hitting like that, that's it, it's a wrap. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and start to enhance the cut. It doesn't need the enhancement, but it's part of my craft, it's part of my art. And a lot of my clients prefer it, they love it, they enjoy it, they get mad at me if I don't use it. So we gonna enhance the cut. And I'm using 245 no drip. You can get it at 245.com. You can get the Beam Team XL at 245.com. It's on back order, but you can order it. And as soon as we get them in inventory, we do ship them out. We are all caught up on all orders right now, so I'm excited about that. And we are getting more inventory by the month. That's crazy. That felt like a pharmaceutical, like a vaccine commercial. All right, guys. So we're going ahead and using the razor. We put the razor above the ears. Right here, you can see I'm kind of freehanding with the razor to get any of that fuzzy hair that wants to hang over the hairline out of the way. Same thing over here. And remember, like I told you guys, now that the art is in the frame, I can see the picture better. And so now we're gonna spend some time detailing the cut even more. It was funny because I asked him if he was Dominican, and surely enough, he was Dominican. So we started laughing because Dominicans always want to take their mustache off, man. They never want to keep their mustache off. I'm like, bro, you Dominican, ain't you? He started laughing. All right, so now we're gonna freehand it, get all the stray hairs off. We want this thing looking like smooth. He don't even brush his hair. He don't even wear no do-rags, nothing. But we gotta get this cut looking stupid. So guys, this is the before, and this is the after. Stop playing. Guys, I did my best. It's my first time cutting his hair. I think it was a good cut. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you thought. If you're new to the channel, guys, we drop daily. Although I'm thinking about cutting back to 5 days a week. I feel like maybe you guys feel like 7 days a week is overkill. But you guys let me know in the comment if it's overkill. But what I was thinking about doing is 5 days a week on this channel and then 2 days a week on the Basio Builds Wealth channel. Let me know what you think about that. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See you on the next video. Blurry.